We have been following breaking news today. Former Governor George Ryan passed away at the age of 91.
Ryan spent 35 years in Illinois politics, rising from lieutenant governor to secretary of state. He served a single term as Illinois governor from 1999 to 2003. He broke barriers, becoming the first sitting governor in half a century to visit Cuba and dictator Fidel Castro. He also ended the state's death penalty and emptied Illinois' death row. A corruption scandal, however, cut his political career short. A jury convicted him on all charges. He served more than 5 years in prison. WGN's Christine Flores continues our coverage live from the Loop.
Showing us how people are reacting to the former governor's passing. Christine?
Ray and Micah, good evening. We spoke to close friends of George Ryan who tell us the kind of person that he was outside of politics. They also told us how they'd like the former governor to be remembered.
I'm very sad. He was a hero, did a lot of good in his life, former client, kind of part of the family. I've, been close to them for a quarter of a century.
Andrea Lyon has known former Illinois Governor George Ryan since 2003 and later joined the defense team that represented him in 2006 when he was indicted, having known him as much more than a political figure.
I just got to know him in a way where our families were around each other. My son and his son hit it off because they're both crazy fishermen. And, it's hard to explain. He's just a good human being.
Characteristics that are echoed by former Illinois House Republican leader Jim Durkin.
He was a man that didn't express any bitterness or any type of criticism for people that were involved with his case. He accepted his responsibility and he understood the consequences, and he moved on with his life.
In 2006, Ryan was convicted of federal corruption charges, accused of racketeering, conspiracy, tax fraud, and making false statements to the FBI. He was then represented by attorney Dan Webb.
He was just a very dear friend. He was actually a quiet and soft-spoken person, but he had enormous insights into what problems were being faced by Illinois.
He had this incredible way about him in which he was able to find ways to bring adversaries together to get difficult issues done. And I've said that he bridged the gap between Republicans and Democrats in Springfield. Not an easy thing to do.
He stood up and he did something, and he let himself care about the common man.
The former governor grew up in Kankakee. At this time, his cause of death is not clear. For now, reporting live. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Christine.